Welcome in the morning, folks. We apologize for our lateness this evening. Welcome and smash that emoji buttons. A couple setbacks here out in the field, coming back late, but we had to come to you guys this evening to bring you folks the valid and credible information because we know how much you guys you all appreciate our program, how much you look forward to our program, folks. So welcome in the room. My God, it was a weekend and a half. It was a weekend and a half, and coming into this week, man, the comments. I talk things with a quiet down. I talk things with a quiet down. Drive we out, drive we out, man. Shucks. Big, who could park where and could park how and so on. Drive us out, folks. What a weekend it was. What a weekend it was, and continued right into this week. My God. If they told me we were gonna have the kind of weekend we had in the last weekend, I would bring more popcorn and more cokes for y'all, on me, because it's so much that has happened over this past weekend, folks. It's plenty and enough. You're expecting all the things that transpired over the weekend to transpire, or it's just me? Or it's just me? Right? Folks are coming in, quiet, taking a look at us and walking out. We got a popcorn in here tonight of cooks. Don't look for nothing. How y'all doing? You be careful y'all parking. I beg you. Y'all be careful when y'all parking. We were the scene of the whole thing. You ever wake up good, and you don't even know how you end up in some things you end up in? Y'all know. By nature, I'm not a very controversial person. I'm not controversial at all. Very straightforward. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you. I try to be, rowdy and this and I just minding my own business. Homie, you seem to be somebody like me. You even know how you end up in story. Huh? Glycis, you seem to be the same. Iban and Yonet. Right? Angeli, you look like the same kind of person. You just wake up good, Sharon. You ever wake up good? I better watch you. I'll park in this place. Right? The pressure mounting, in this country. People can tip easily like this. Mornis Toby from PK and Belladrum. People can easy like this. People go over the edge. Small one over the weekend. Y'all just said, look, give me a little bit too. Y'all just say, give me a little bit. The small one there, you just don't.
It's okay, you smoke. Bring a piece to me and all.
You ever get some traffic problem? You ever get some traffic problems? You left home one way, and then people flying up in your face. Drive us out. Look. Bring some for me now. God damn it. Pressure in this place. Pressure bus pipe. How y'all doing? And Mavis Davis, well, pressure bus pipe. What's going on in this city, folks? What is going on in this beloved city of ours? I'm trying to come in light, but y'all won't allow me. I'm trying to come in light, you see, but y'all not allowing me. That's all I want to come in light. Bring some for me, huh? I said it. Pressure. Who me? Good to see all y'all in the all of y'all in the live tonight. I always knew, we brought a motion in National Assembly. I don't know if y'all remember. I remember because I brought it. Along with another colleague of mine. We brought a motion in National Assembly to reduce the custodial sentence and to bring up the amount that is permissible under the law. Hold on. Don't get thing yet. Don't get depressed yet. We started at 500 grams, but we wanted that at the starting point. that we could talk to the government, and then we come down to something that was more manageable, more palatable. Of course, after the consultation with all of you with the marijuana, the ganja thing. And we knew then, I think I said in the National Assembly, then lots of the members on the other side do the thing. We knew, but it's only shame, folks. I never did marijuana, ganja yet. You know, they said it's a first time for everything, right? And besides that, you only live once, but that once is enough if you do it right. I love the part. Once is enough if you do it right. But before all of that, hold on. Before all of that, I want you all to know I was by the expo. I told you all, right? The people were by the expo. Where you want it then? The fishing at midnight? I gotta go where the people are a politician. You know, if the people at the burial ground, in my own advice, if the people in the burial ground, I gotta go there with them. That's where my constituents were. I gotta go there. I was interested to, I'm very, very interested to see what is happening in housing and what is happening in the security sector that I shadow. I take my work very seriously, you know. I want you all to know that I take my work extremely, bigly serious, very, very serious. So I was there with the family is it last night? Whatever it was, Saturday night, I think it was, Sunday night. You know, and I was so grateful to see all the public servants going beyond the call of duty, all of the business people who came out and did their thing, exhibiting, you know, letting the people know what's available out there. You know, congrats to everybody. You know, here's some of that. I did promise you. To show you some of my jaunts. You know, I get around the place. Don't think I old and cold. Far from it. I get around. You could work and die, not me. And I know some of you like, listen, hold on. I met some ladies last night. Some Spanish as well. You know? And they said to me, Sharon, you told us, don't just walk on dead, see a couple places in this country. And that's what we do. I say, right on. You see? We just walking on dead in this country. And other people spending real money, big for we. Not a bit of it. We can scrutinize them out of government. But here is some of my sojourn last evening. Take a look. Take a listen. As we start, I bring you all in soft, you see. All right. Can't show everything. You want to see the rest of that? You're gonna have to check it on my profile. Can't show the whole show can't be about that. But we had a fantastic time. The people, you know, politicians, people is our business. We're in the business of improving the state of people, improving the livelihoods of people. And so gotta go where the people are. And so I was there last evening with the family, of course, made a family trip out of it, folks. Had a good time. The energy of our people, I love that. And the business people who came out, kudos to all of them. And then by time today done, you ever get up good. Hmm? You ever get up good, and you don't even know what you're parking in the city? Chevelle, you want to see the rest of that? Must check it on my profile. You want to see everything? It's about half hour. What you parking in this city, yeah? I know a thing or two. I would park it in this city. I get a lot of blame just trying to do. I get a lot of blame for just trying to do right. Somebody sing song. Are you folks hearing us? Somebody sing song. If you got a big back TV, my God, what ups? Right? Alison Cortez, you were hearing us. What's we parking in the city? Folks, smash that emoji button for us. We got hundreds of you on with us tonight. James and Mandy and what's this fancy word, James? Deborah and Anne and Anne. I hearing. Anne say big, but I hearing. So if you got some of we can come up to the flat screen yet. Some of us think flat screen is over here. How all these people could fit in this flat screen thing? Right? The big back is you hit the big back, so what? Seeing clear as day, sound crystal clear. Little Pratt, good to have all of you with us this evening. Let us start, folks. We can circle back up. I think this. All right, let me start here. As we hear, things start heavy over the weekend. I told y'all, very very heavy over the weekend. I can touch on the weekend, but let me bring you to today. I was shocked. I got up good. Next thing you know, I in a session, But thankfully, you can't tell me. I got my popcorn. I'm a Cokes. We don't say Coca-Cola in the vernacular. Give me a Coca-Cola. You go to the movies with your bae or beau, or beau, and you say, give me a Coke. Could I have a Coca-Cola? No, that tastes awful. When you say, give me a Cokes. Give me a Cokes. You go to go. That's what. You can't say me I had my Cokes. I rock the car, turn it over. All right? You be car and park where? We can be tenants in your own country? Matter what? So I think it's Kadaki, Amsterdam. Am I right? Come on, y'all fact check me quick. I think it's Kadaki, Amsterdam, who was trying to park in that area where they got the that Universal Church. It used to be Strand. I watched a couple movies there, had a couple dates there. 5 y'all, man. I watched Forest Blood there. As a youngster, I was 7, 8. Hollered a lot through the movie too, but that's another story all by itself. That's another story. Hollered a lot through it, Margaret, how you doing? Hollered a lot through that. Today, I think it's Kadaki Amzam was trying to park there. The guys are Pastor, what's his name, in your face, said it's private parking. You see, we got to understand our rights as citizens, People pull wool over our eyes because we understand our rights. You see, if you understand your rights, nobody can make you nothing. They can't make you nothing at all, but they can't. And so, Kadaki, I think, maintained his ground. There's no private parking here. This is city carpet. I pay my whatever it is. I wonder if I pay me on. It sounds a little strange to me when I heard, but whatever it is, whatever it is. He said I pay my parking license, my carpet license, whatever it is, and he said I'm budging. Right? This is some of what took place.
There is no private
You are
zone
in a private zone. You are in a private zone. I don't care. I don't care. Let us see if we're going to
When you come
I want to see.
Get inside the car! Get inside the car and do that! Get inside the car and do it! Get inside the car and do it! Get inside the car!
Touch me, man.
Get inside the car! Get inside the car!
Touch me.
Go ahead!
Touch
Go
me.
ahead! Try!
Touch
Drive
me.
us out!
Touch me.
Drive us out!
Touch me.
Drive us out! Drive me out!
Touch me, man.
Drive me out! Go ahead!
Touch
Get
me.
inside! Get
Touch
inside!
me.
Get inside and drive us out! Now! Lock me down! Lock me down! I don't see! Lock me down! Lock me down!
Drive us out. I don't know if y'all remember, but Mia Motley, she was at a conference here. This is a year ago, 2 years ago. And Mia said, if y'all don't transform this thing for yourselves, A line, Mayor. Mayor said if you don't transform this country, that our people benefit from the wealth that is out there. We can be tenants in my own country. A lie? Who me, June, Urani, a lion, Mia Motley, Prime Minister of Barbados. She said if you all don't transfer the wealth to the people. You remember she was talking to her friend. Her friend has been used to send fish curry for Shensa. Now she's taken by Venezuela and so on. I think they cut out the chartered flights. Ben used to carry the fish curry. He might have carried some today because I was made to understand that they met up in Jamaica. We can touch on that briefly. That's what Mia said. You're going to be tenants in your own country. When after the parents said, Mia said, drive us out. I say, Jesus, give me that old time religion. Give me that old. Pastor look like, it's called Legion. For we are many. Huh? Legion. Man, look. I go in another gear for y'all. Y'all think I'm easy here, you know? I go in another gear for you. Look, I was on my own Damascus Road when the Lord knocked me off. You know, I was close to becoming a pastor. You know, the Lord said, hold on, I want you over, sir. I said, not my will, but thine be done. You see, I go in a fifth gear here. Legion got to go, you know. Devils got to flee. Drive us out. I said, Pastor, person, you asking for it now. You know, person, you asking for it now. Drive us out. Mia said, if you all don't have your act together, you know, as a friend of mine said, your acts together, you become tenants in your own country. I live to see the day. I live to see the day. Give you 2 more mornings. We working for the Spanish, you know. You are going to clock it. Push your carry by the Spanish. You better watch yourself. Right? While we busy fighting each other, while men slept, the good book says, while men slept, the enemy creep in. Drive us out. Drive us out. Right? What a thing. Drive me out. Take another look at that, you know, joining us. Took place at the old Strand Cinema building, Universal Church. The church. The church is very dignified. Took and came. The church. You see? Drive me out.
There is no private
You are in a private zone. You are in a private zone. I don't care. I don't care. Let us see if we're going to I want to see.
Get inside the car! Get inside the car and do that! Get inside the car and do it! Get inside the car and do it! Get inside the car!
Touch me, man!
Get inside the car! Get inside the car!
Touch me!
Go ahead!
Touch
Go
me!
ahead! Drive!
Touch
Drive
me!
us out!
Touch me!
Drive us out!
Touch me!
Drive us out! Drive me out!
Touch me, man!
Drive me out! Go ahead!
Touch
Get
me!
inside! Get
Touch
inside!
me!
Get inside and drive us out! Now! Lock me down! Lock me down! I don't see! Lock me down! Lock me down!
That is so. I remember many years ago, you know, I did clocking in Antigua, you know, scoping out, seeing what was happening there, work-wise, was available. You remember we didn't have a time. Some people forget that. Some people believe like we always had it. I scoping out Antigua. As I was going there, my aunt said, don't make the people uncomfortable in the whole country. So people have to tell other folks that. Don't make we uncomfortable inside we own country. Please and thank you. Don't do it. God damn it. Don't do it. And so the mayor himself, Alfred Mentor, many years ago, the title was Lord Mayor. Don't ask me why, but of course we did away with the British, knock out some of those high orders. Lord Mayor Alfred Mentor spoke to this matter today as well. Yep. I want to say just sit down. Take a look. Mayor of the city of Georgetown, Alfred Mentor.
Good afternoon, residents. Good afternoon, members and citizens of Georgetown. I noticed recently a post by Gordon Mosley regarding the Universal Church at Charlotte, as well as I think it's Wellington Street, if I'm right, where the pastor would have spoken about an issue concerning parking. This council, and let me make it clear, this council has never given the Universal Church any parking. No parking facility was even ever applied for by the Universal Church to this council for them to have reserved parking. So it's very erroneous for the pastor himself to speak so vociferously about the reserve parking and to appear like if they have reserved parking from this council. I was very disappointed when I saw the pastor behaving in such anger, I guess, and he acted outside of the norm and outside of his comfort zone. But I would just like for the public to know that this council has never considered any parking. We have never treated with those issues, and we have since, I think there's a post made earlier by the department of the council, which is the PR department, to speak of where we at on this issue, and that we went there just after we got this news item to remove anything or any hindrance or any blocking or any exclusive arrangement they feel they had. We will continue to monitor the situation. We will continue to ensure that the area is cleared and that anybody could park at any time, because those are reserves of the council and there's no exclusive arrangement with that. The only people we grant those kind of things to is the embassies and the Bank of Guyana and some other persons around for the ingress and egress. But other than that, we have never granted anything to the church. I wanted to clarify to the public that we have never done that, and we will never even be considering anything of that sort, especially.
Drive us out. Drive us out. Those of you now joining us, we're talking about that incident today, the old Strand Universal Church. Charlotte, and what street is that? That's Wellington. I think it is quite unfortunate that Pastor allowed himself, Pastor, Mr. Drive us out. I see Francis got some march up this country. Y'all don't take nothing serious. Francis done got some mugs and t-shirts. You're quick. You're nimble like the Mexicans. We can get it right. Don't make the people uncomfortable in their own country. See, where in the world Guyanese could go and behave like that? Huh? Where in the world? Barbados? Jamaica? It's only here. People can come 2 mornings. Big building. Conglomerated churches across this country. It's only here. And people right here can't even hold a 2x4. You can't even get a 2x4. You all make me become a prophet. Let us determine me becoming a prophet. And we become tenants in our own country. Don't do it. That thing is jarring and shocking. May I see dismantle, whatever belief you had. In law, we talk about rebutting the presumption, rebutting your assumptions, Drive us out.
There is no private
You are in a private zone. You are in a private zone. I don't care. I don't care. Let us see if we're going to
When you
I want to see.
get inside the car! Get inside the car and do that! Get inside the car and do it! Get inside the car and do it! Get inside the car!
Touch me, man.
Get inside the car!
Touch me.
Get inside the car!
Touch me.
Go ahead!
Touch
Go
me.
ahead! Drive!
Touch
Drive
me.
us out!
Touch me.
Drive us out!
Touch me.
Drive us out! Drive me out!
Touch me, man.
Drive me out! Go ahead!
Touch
Get
me.
inside! Get
Touch
inside!
me.
Get inside and drive us out! Now! Lock me down! Lock me down! I don't see! Knock me down! Knock me down!
And we even talk about the cutlass. We even talk about the when people running your own country with cutlass, my God, it's maybe there. And we don't have a migration, a proper migration policy. Huh? But our already porous borders, you will see 2-3 years from now. We don't understand the implications. Never don't understand the implications. We neither don't understand the implications. My God. Let us turn our attentions to other things. Our attentions, plural. You forgive me. To other things. Right? Margaret says the cuddlish. We don't say cutlass, man. You're too proper. Here's the cuddlish. The cuddlish for me. Drive us out. Man, throw down E22. I feel offended. When a man come to your country, he 22 bigger than you own. He's not, same 22. He 22 bigger than. I got to go down by Habits tomorrow. I got to go down by Roxanne, Rena Joy. I got tomorrow. Hamid's take one. We has by L22. Let's go by Hamid's. I go upgrade. Throw down 22, sir. Drive we out. Oh my shut, man. Drive we out. She says, I'm incensed. Where? In the great United States? Token came. P's and Q's. We could go to the US and tell Donald, drive us out. You did a chartered flight. A chartered flight. Persona non grata. No, we are peaceful people. But we got to give it limits. Struggling, we struggle. And we don't look for trouble. Just ask around. You see? That should be a song. Just ask around, you see. Moving on. We got a short time together tonight. We got a short time. Huh? And when Mark says stepping in on the time. So let us proceed. So a number of things happening out there. We want to bring you guys up to speed. As soon as you blink, folks, you miss something in this place. Soon as you blink, you miss something quite interesting. Like I said, let's run through some of it quickly. Right? Unusual, above normal rainfall. That's what they're telling us to expect. And this is due to mild La Nina. You know, I never met a Nina that wasn't problems. I never met a Nina. Nina. And then you put La in front. Don't do it. You know, mild La Nina. La Nina. They said. This is according to the Hydromet office. They said above normal. We've been getting so much rain. Sometimes they say the May, June rains are here. You know, the May, June rains are here. The Met office says it's going to be above normal. So you all take precautions. Yeah, take precautions. Above normal. So they said it could benefit crop production, but also increase the risk of flooding and mosquito-borne diseases. And we get enough mosquitoes. We need a bit more. And also they said, be careful, water contamination, of course, because if you got too many mosquitoes and the breeding and all that, you know. So be careful. The Met Office says that farmers are urged and local authorities to prepare adaptation plans. You know, adaptation plans. They tell you. We saw a finale in Jamaica, right? The Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, said that he was welcoming Caribbean leaders and also leaders of international organizations for a first-hand view of the destruction wrought on by hurricane. Another name that's problems. Another name that's problems. I hear the Jamaicans are saying this might have been the worst hurricane they have had in their history. And those of you who sharper these matters, if you all know there was a more powerful one, let us know. Could have been the worst. Joylin, Yvonne, Sandra, Clyde, Mandy, and Ivor. You know, we got a lot of problems here. We got a hurricane in government and so on. A lot of destruction and problems. But I'm thankful where natural disasters like that are concerned, we've been spared a little bit. You know, we get a little tail and a little storm every now and again, a little shake up every now and again, but we don't get the worst of it. Lord, don't get more than you could bear. Right? Some of we roof hold down with big brick and sand. A storm. Jesus of mercy. Father, spare we, yeah? Spare we. Going quick, quick, quick. So your friend jump out Sunday. He said, y'all, this mid-year report, then doing too nice. I'm not concerned what the fan says. We are concerned what the Auditor General says. And thankfully we could read and spell for ourselves, spell and read for ourselves. No? So I'm thankful for the Auditor General, the Auditor General's report. I ain't gonna get nobody to interpret it for me. I ain't gonna read it for myself and make it make sense. You see? And the report says that they've been deficient in a lot of areas with transparency and accountability matters. And we went balmy over the weekend. Primary school, we can talk about that in a second or two. And we saw firsthand 3 years running the school can't done. 3 years in overtime. And you come to tell me, not what I'm seeing here with my own eye, some with 2015 and 2020, 2019. And what with my own eye I'm seeing? I've gone for myself, Mandy, Deborah and Osman, and see Tupui, see Bellevue. Well, you could tell me. The man said a lot of overpayments, billions of dollars in the system. And you tell me what? A lot of monies were paid over when only mobilization should have been paid. Some people get 100% of the contract. And if I want to tell you about 2015 and 2020, huh? Where we didn't even have aisle money. We had a couple of shillings to spend. You want to tell me what? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I speed it on. Make it make sense. Puran says good night, Region 2, Puran Ramdas. You know, make it make sense. Well, Mr. George, don't clean up for me. Me, I know who cook up. You see? I don't know who did what. Priya stole the show. Give me a little bit too. Priya saw he did it. Whole week Priya pumping up. Oh, we coming to take a baby. We coming. I say I can see Priya in some drains. You know, she long boots on overall. Picking up she garbage. Yeah? Yeah? Not a bit of it. Supervisor. You see? I'm sorry we don't have this picture bigger we have in the graphic here. You see? To every one person is 3 supervisor. Dig over, sir. Pick up go over here. Chop the bush. Pick up the grass. To every one person in the trench are 3 supervisor. You see? I saw what you did there, Priya. I saw what you did there. You know? And then when Priya tastes your friend cook up, Priya said, No. Need something to clear my head. This will not do. When Priya tastes the cook up.
It's okay, you smoke. Bring a piece to me and all.
She wasn't referring to a piece of chicken there, you know. It's not a piece of tripe or cow heel or salt beef. No. Bring a piece. You smoke is all right. You know, that's so loaded. You know, I wish we had some time to talk about how ganja, sadly, is still illegal. I think it's 3 grams, something like that. You think, you know, matter of fact, bring earphone for deal with. Jack Dio, earphone. I got Ashni. I got Anil. Bring.
It's okay, you smoke. Bring a piece to me and all.
this government. The illegal is legal to them. You know why? They power. Right? Rules don't apply to them. You smoke. God damn it. Matter of fact, bring a piece to me. I know Priya was with us on that motion. I knew it. Could see it in her eyes. I'm a good reader of eyes. Knew it, knew it, knew it. Bones and my sinews. You know, there's a short program today. Folks, over the weekend, I was in Linden. Over the weekend, we were in Linden over the weekend. You see? I tell you, I remember nothing else. Transformation, smansformation, you know, prayer kind of thing, man. Nothing else thing. Nothing. I can't remember nothing else from this from this take me a transformation. Nothing noteworthy. It's okay. Bring something for me. You know, as Irfan was talking about transparency over the weekend, I did tell you guys. I was in Linden. I had a great time talking to the mayor of Linden, now the one and only Dominic Blair, and I also spoke to Sharma Solomon, and we got a chance to talk to him a little bit about this same Barmere school that Irfan seemed to forget. Conveniently, he want to look till back to 2015 and 2016 and 17, 18, 19, right? But you see what right in front of his eyes. He ain't got to take a lamb stick to go look for it, and it's right there. And he said he gave his government a clean bill of health. Oh, please. Oh, please. Please, folks. Let's talk a little bit about the Barmere School and where that it's supposed to be complete already 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They're still struggling to finish, and I had the chance over the weekend to pick the thoughts of Sharma Rahim Solomon. Take a look and take a listen, folks.
With us this afternoon. Member of Parliament, Sharma Rahim Solomon. Let me get it right. How are you doing, Chief?
I am good. Thank you for coming to Linden as usual, Sheriff.
All right. So it's great to be here. We're on the site of the Barmere. This is the primary school here.
The primary school.
Another section of the primary school. Talk to us a little bit about this project. It's behind. We've been talking to one of the other councillors early on. Talk to us about this project, where we are on this project. Why has it taken so long? I wanted to give statement the benefit of doubt. This is the company doing this project here. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. The same way we wanted to give critics the benefit of the doubt, but
you know, unfortunately, this doesn't work with benefit of the doubt. This works with procedures and protocols, and I think those were the first things that were flagged when this particular contract for the Barmere Primary School was issued, that the contractors weren't qualified based on their ability to get compliance with GRA or NIS with such a massive project for their first outing. I think those were legitimate concerns of if the contractor had the capability, the capacity, and even the ability to do such a project and to finish it on time. And we have recognized years after, 800 children in this community that this school should be benefiting have not benefited from that school. And not only as an economic burden for the people living in the area, but even as an institution to provide proper education. You have now children have to be crammed in this first part of the area that was built, rather than using the proper facility that should have been built to accommodate them. So this is not just an issue that becomes one of an incomplete school. This is one that affects an entire constituency. Amelia's Ward, Barmere, represents constituency 1, the largest constituency in the country. And as such, to think not having an appropriate school for children to attend overrunning years in itself is something that affects the wider community.
Excellent, excellent. So where are we now in this process here? Is the school finished?
Well, you know,
we're on site here. We're seeing guys behind you.
We had several deadlines missed. I know.
I want to show folks some in the back here.
I know a few of those deadlines had to do with the informing on the 1st of April 2025.
Yeah.
April 1st. Imagine that. And to date, we are still being full of a completion date.
Yeah.
And then we had recently with this new Minister Mani Chan, and we expected a whole lot. You know, sincerely, it wasn't her project. She inherited a project from Minister Dharmalal and Sonia Parag.
But it's her government, yeah.
But it's her government.
Let's walk on the other side and show folks some
she and the minister came to Linden and said to us that we will find a new deadline. And sad to say, Sherrod, to date, we have missed that deadline even set by the new minister. So those are things not only affecting the community, but nationally now in the National Assembly and as a member of parliament, we see where these cost overrun are really a significant burden on the economy because it requires more financing to finish
Which
these
could have gone in
projects,
other projects.
which could do a lot more for national development and social development with so many people affected by cost of living. So these are things we are saying that incomplete projects like the Bamia Primary School not only affect the children, not only affects the community, but nationally affects Guyana when you have a project not completed in the time that's set for its completion.
Yeah, I think the as you said, the general report of 2024, which is last year, has some things to talk about this school, and because we were in this fiscal cycle, it's going to be the next general report as well.
Certainly.
It wasn't too kind at all, Sharma.
It wasn't. I mean, you think of the fence, you think of some of the amenities around the school. They were flagged by the Auditor General for significantly overpriced. They were flagged by the Auditor General for sole sourcing. They were flagged by the Auditor General in terms of not meeting certain requirements. So I remember when we had talked about this school, it was Vice President Jagdeo who said that we are targeting this school because of black contractors. It was such a shallow and immature and reckless statement to make, and demonstrates what's the fallback argument of such an individual. Not those three things that I spoke about, that an incomplete school affects 800 children. Not that I spoke about a community is affected by this school, or nationally we are not seeing value for money. No, he went straight to the fact that these are Afro-Guyanese contractors, and as such, they shouldn't be called out. But we must remember, Sherrod, these are contractors aligned to the family, friends, and favorite crew. And in being warned of their inability to do this work and exposed for them not having what it takes to complete this work, instead of the Vice President focusing on that, his shallowness of response is because of race rather than the sufferings of Guyanese.
Yeah. Sharma, the plate of the administration, the authorities here in Linden, it is full.
Yes.
Because I know this has been one of the issues they have been carrying, and you've had, like you rightly said, all of the pushback by the government trying to shield itself from constructive criticism.
Yes.
And here we are today on site, and the school still is not operable.
After several deadlines. And I think those are very important matters that we want the public to appreciate, not only of representative democracy, of saying what it is, but action in terms of we have to start to move to the point of seeing what could be done so that we can hold government more accountable in our communities. I'm glad that we have the municipality representatives here. I'm glad that we came on site and we saw the RDC, even though council have not convened, we see councillors on site of RDC projects inspecting to see the type of quality of works that are being done.
Yeah. What else you want to talk to us about today?
So again, Sherrod, let me say the work in the National Assembly. I know that the APNU, we have our work cut out for us. We are 12. We have 12 MPs.
Don't we?
I have been assigned the natural resources responsibility along with the Ministry of Government Services and Efficiency, formerly Ministry of Public Service. And I like to say, we look at the Finance Minister mid-year report, Sherrod, and I'll say this to you. In the natural resource section, there are many glowing numbers. You see the island gas, we expect it to expand by so much percent. Gold, we expect it to go up by 10.1%. And even bauxite, we see that bauxite is now 133% in terms of growth. But one of the things I always said, to be given the responsibility on behalf of the APN to look at natural resources, is to go deeper than those numbers.
Talk to us.
It is to pull those data to see where, though you see the growth, what does this equate to in terms of the development for the average Guyanese? And to think that natural resources are those commodities that are making significant earnings for this country, whether it's gold, bauxite, whether it's oil and gas, and we still have 48% of our people in poverty, doesn't justify such growth when you look at that sort of development. The other thing we are looking at is to see those agencies in the natural resources sector and their ability and capacity to be able to police and to manage that sector, whether those are the GGMC, GFC, GRA, or even the EPA. Those agencies are so deficient that its ability to oversight. So we're looking at a governance issue, and we want to ensure we deal with that. We're also looking in the industry when it comes to communities and how they are benefiting or affected by natural resources extraction, such as Amerindian communities. We see where those communities continue to suffer. We want to pay significant attention to those. We also see where in the natural resources, for example, in the gold sector, significant smuggling, and what this means in terms of those same agencies' ability to give oversight of the sector. So not only the glowing numbers that we see, Cheryl, behind those numbers, when it comes to national development and social development, we want to make sure that the Guyanese people are going to be able to benefit by giving the type of oversight to ensure that there is actual, where this is supposed to go, it goes, which is into development of Guyanese. The other thing too, Sherrod, the issue of oil and gas, and where we see in terms of oil and gas as, and I'm glad that we have some of the matters already before the Parliament, and our ability to responsibly manage oil and gas, and where we see our ability to ensure that it goes into projects that benefit Guyanese. Those are also areas we want to focus on and ensure that Guyanese understand what we said to them on the campaign, but we are putting them front and center and ensuring that the small man becomes the real man. Put all that resources to the benefit of the Guyanese public. So public service, or the Ministry of Government Services and Efficiency, becomes also the other area of focus, where we want to see public servants, as we said on the campaign, be incentivized and to be given the sort of respect, because it is public servants who ensure that the wheels of this society is turned on behalf of government and ensure that government services are delivered. So those are areas we want to focus on, and I saw the minister and even the president talk about ensure we have a more efficient public service and the sort of digitizing the public service. Those are areas where we want to see even institutions again, like the NDMA, be strengthened to ensure that it could fulfill that mandate. So we are going to be focusing on those two ministries given to us for oversight, but we can come right back to the region number 10. As the regional member of parliament, we will be given right, proper, strong representation in this region on every single matter affecting the people of Region 10.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Member of Parliament. Looking forward to continuing this discussion with you.
Thank you very much, Sherrod, and it was a pleasure to have you. And do come to Linden. We still have that atrocity being perpetrated against the people of Linden of one TV station, which is a continued violation of our constitutional rights to access information uninterrupted and unimpeded. So we're always thankful and grateful to have you in Linden, Sherrod.
All right, so that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. That is going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for staying with us a little bit into the overtime. We have Linden and now Member of Parliament Sharma Solomon walking us through some of what's happening there with the Barmy School and other issues in Linden, folks, and issues also that falls under his purview as a member of the National Assembly and a brother as well. We leave it there. That's our broadcast. Stay safe. We out.